guard or mud flap, whatever you want to call it, is properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts. So I'm going to start the side of my truck. All my lights and any reflectors, they're all properly mounted, secured, clean, not cracked or broken, and working. My mirror, I can now see that it's clean, not cracked or broken. My door handle is properly working. My door hinges are properly working, and no missing or broken bolts with them. My battery. My batteries box is properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts, and my batteries are not leaking. My steps are properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts, and they're not cracked or broken. Then to my fuel tank. My fuel tank's properly mounted, secured, it's not cracked or leaking. My fuel straps are properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts. And then my fuel cap is properly mounted, secured with its DOT chain and black seal. I don't see no damage to the side of my truck. So, my emergency box, my handle's properly working. My hinges are properly mounted and secured and working. Inside my emergency box, I have to have 3 reflective triangles, 2 fire extinguishers, a 5-pound for non-hazmat or a 10-pound for hazmat, and extra fuses or breakers, whatever this truck takes. Okay, so now I'm done with the side of my truck. I'm coming to the back of it. This is my headboard. I don't see no damages, no visible damages. There's no missing bolts and none broken. My reflectors are properly mounted and secured. My lights are properly mounted, secured, and working, not cracked or broken. My airlines are properly mounted and secured. They're none of them cracked or broken or leaking. And then my drive shaft is properly mounted and secured, and it's not bent, and it's probably working. My catwalk and steps are all properly mounted, secure, no missing or broken bolts, and they're not cracked or broken. My frame is properly mounted, secured with no missing or broken bolts and no illegal welds. So now I'm just gonna go on to finish out my truck. So my splash guard is properly mounted, secure, no missing or broken bolts. I'm gonna start with my suspension. I've got my spring mounts properly mounted, secure, no missing or broken bolts, and it's not cracked or broken. To my spring leaves, which are properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts. They're not bent, cracked, or broken, or shifted. To my U-bolts, which are properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts with them. And then I have my torsion shock, which is properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts, and it's not cracked or broken. To my airbag, properly mounted, secured, no missing or broken bolts, and it's not cracked, cut, or leaking. And now I'm done with the suspension. I'm going to do my brakes, which are going to be the same from my airlines to my brake chamber. And you got to say it all though, but it's all the brakes are the same all the way through. Your airlines, your brake chamber, your push rod slack adjuster, to your brake pads and your brake drum. Alright, so now I'm going to start with my tires. I'm going to check the spacing, make sure there's no debris or anything in between the spacing. These are my drive tires. They have to have no less than 2/32 of tread and 100 PSI, which I check my DOT pressure gauge. Sidewalls, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My rims, no warps, cracks, or welds. And then I check my lug nuts, make sure they're all tight. Rust would be indication of looseness. And I check on my lug wrench. Now this is my axle seal now. And make sure it's properly mounted, secured, and it's not leaking. And then my valve stem has DOT cap on it. Now I would tell them I'll check this whole set of everything just like I checked that set.